So today I'm going to be talking about eating disorders and the environment. So I'm going to start at a really high level and talk about societal influences, and then I will zoom in and talk a little bit about social relationships as well as individual factors that might influence eating disorders. At the broad societal level, diet culture is a widely adopted set of beliefs that values body size, weight, and shape over well-being. And we can't really talk about diet culture without talking about the thin ideal. So what is the thin ideal? This is essentially a set of beliefs that values thinness, muscularity, fitness, and equates certain kind of characteristics or morality with those physical attributes. So this idea is that in our culture, there might be this perspective that one who is thin is also better in some way. Now, these sorts of societal beliefs put a lot of pressure on individuals to conform to rigid and unattainable physical beauty standards. They can also promote weight loss and engaging in certain behaviors to change one's body in order to fit those criteria and to attain status. And a lot of these values are really widely reflected within the media, so whether that's social media or the broader media. How do we know these societal values impact eating disorder behaviors? Well, there's research. So what we know is that before these cultural ideals, negative body image wasn't nearly as pervasive as it is now. And research has shown us that perceived cultural pressure to be thin predicts certain eating disorder behaviors, including dieting behaviors, binge eating, symptoms of bulimia nervosa, and more generalized body dissatisfaction. Also, in a lab-based study, it was determined that exposure to images of thin people increased body dissatisfaction. It's also important to note that diet culture doesn't discriminate. So that means that no one person or group of people is shielded from the effects of diet culture. Diet culture essentially impacts all genders and identities, despite a common belief that diet culture only impacts women. And many studies have linked eating disorders in people of all genders to cultural ideals of thinness, fitness, and muscularity. Another source of influence is an individual's peers. So when an individual internalizes those different messages about the thin ideal or society's values on body weight, shape, and appearance, that could impact that person's belief system, the way that they think and behave. That in turn could really impact other individuals that they're also engaging with. And we know from research that peer modeling of certain behaviors, including disordered eating behaviors and poor body image, is predictive of symptoms of bulimia nervosa. Our goal here at Equip is to help patients recover so that they can be resilient to the pressures of diet culture and its unhelpful messages.